The month that was, April 1982. In politics and conflict. On April 2nd, Argentina invaded the Falkland Islands, claiming sovereignty over the British territory. The move stunned Britain and provoked a decisive response from Prime Minister Margaret Thatcher. Within days, one of the largest naval task forces since World War II was mobilized. On April 5th, ships set sail from Portsmouth, as crowds gathered on the docks to wave off loved ones. It was the beginning of a conflict that would grip the world. In international relations, the invasion reverberated globally. On April 3rd, the United Nations Security Council passed Resolution 502, demanding Argentina withdraw. The Reagan administration in Washington struggled to mediate, torn between NATO ally Britain and its ties to Latin America. Across Europe, support leaned firmly towards Britain, while much of South America expressed solidarity with Argentina. In science and technology, on April 28th, Colorado made headlines in the United States by officially declaring the Stegosaurus its state fossil. The decision was driven by school children and paleontologists who wanted to celebrate a creature whose remains had first been discovered in the Rockies over a century earlier. The news spread through classrooms and museums, sparking fresh interest in paleontology. Dinosaurs weren't just for scientists. They were part of the culture, inspiring kids everywhere to imagine Earth's deep past. In celebrity and culture, pop culture kept spirits alive despite the shadow of war. At the start of the month, the UK was still buzzing from Bucks Fizz's Eurovision win with Making Your Mind Up, a song and performance that became instantly iconic. Meanwhile, Paul McCartney released Tug of War on April 24th, his first major project since John Lennon's death, topping charts internationally. In sport, on April 4th, Nelson Piquet took victory in the Brazilian Grand Prix, but the result was overshadowed by controversy over fuel rules, an early flashpoint in what would become one of Formula One's most turbulent seasons. In football, Aston Villa were pushing toward European glory, with fans daring to believe they could bring home the European Cup. And in cricket, India's 1-0 Test series win over England was sealed, a result that stung British supporters and made headlines across the Commonwealth. In tragedy and events, not every headline was celebratory. Industrial accidents and simmering unrest still surfaced in April, often overshadowed by Falklands coverage. A month that reminded people that history is never just one note, but many voices echoing at once.